I need the advance. Put down your IG and look.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Texans under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that.
Play action. It's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Right side to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 6 now. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And Stroud now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 57 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's the second down and 6. Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aleem McNeil coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 3rd and 12. As they've got it as we resume action. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 7 yards there and a first down. The Lions coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down. Williams, a man in motion right. Goff throwing again. He's got it to Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Bates' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season, and if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Mills. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Williams brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw, Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Stroud.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Lamar Jackson, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, on Monday Night Football on 11/11, Dolphins and Rams from SoFi in L.A.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Stroud will run the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
Goff now looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. In motion goes Patrick. Now Goff.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Goff throwing again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions had 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Texans 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 3rd and 2. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
In motion, the tight end.
36-yard line.
Here's Goff.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Lions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 36-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now it's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 5. And Stroud now to throw.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And Diggs has it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete. There to knock it away was Brian Branch.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, they go with Brooks.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Houston set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Stroud.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
That's complete to Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Stroud.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.